Hello everyone, my name is Hisang. Today I'm going to show you the chronic disease management system. This project aims to support better digital management for both patients and doctors. In the traditional approach to chronic disease management, patients often rely on pen and paper records and sporadic communication to keep health management. There are many problems with this approach. Disease incidence is increasing year by year but cannot find. Patients often forget to take their medication on time. Communication is inefficient. It cannot record well and difficult to count. So, under the traditional approach, patient compliance is usually quite low, which directly affects the treatment outcome. With my system, I aim to improve compliance. It helps patients directly and monitor their health data more easily, strengthens real-time communication with doctors, provides medication reminders, and offers treat analyze. In this way, disease management becomes efficient.
Our system uses a classic front-end and back-end decoupled architecture, which makes development more efficient and the system easier to maintain. On the front end, we use React Native with Expo. This gives us cross-platform support and allows for rapid iteration. For state management, we use Redux Store, and React Navigation helps ensure smooth and consistent screen transitions. On the back end, we built a Django REST Framework API gateway, which handles communication with the client. It includes Jute authentication for secure user access and CORS middleware to support safe cross-origin requests. For data persistence, we rely on Django ORM to separate business logic from the database. Currently, we're using Sklite, but it can easily be migrated to PostgreSQL in the future.
The business logic layer is built around 5 core modules. We have user management for regulation and a healthy data module to collect and store key indicators like blood pressure. There is also a medication management module to help doctors adjust treatment plans and a communication module that allows real-time messaging between doctors and patients. Finally, the intelligent module provides early warning when the healthy data cross critical thresholds.
Demo 1. Simulated User Registration. This is the registration screen. Users first choose their role, either patient or doctor. Then they enter their email and phone number, along with a verification code. At this stage, the code is sent to the terminal since the system is not yet deployed. Finally, by setting a password, the registration is complete. Demo 2. Patient Data Visualization. This is a test patient we created, named Zhang San. As you can see, the health data is displayed in chart form. By selecting different time ranges, the number of records updates accordingly. Also, take note of this trend display in the next. We will add a dynamic trend analysis to show that it's not hard-coded. Now let's create a new health record. Here, we enter the systolic and diastolic values. The time can be set either by selecting from the calendar or quickly calibrated to the current time with a shortcut button. Once the input is saved, we go back to the visualization, and we can see that the chart has been updated. Demo 3. Doctor Data Visualization. We entered the doctor's end, found Zhang San among the patients, checked his values, and found that they were updated in real time. In addition, doctor can also check medication schedules and give advice. Doctors can modify some basic information about patients, such as age, contact information, and address. In addition, doctors can assess patients, and when assessments are made and different diseases or health conditions are selected, different labels are generated, representing different risks. Note that you do not directly select labels, but rather select the diseases themselves, which ensures consistency in risk classification. When returning to the dashboard, a distribution chart will appear, and you can view details such as bar charts, pie charts, and trend charts. Clicking on a specific disease will display the gender and age distribution for that disease. Some charts can be moved for easier viewing. However, since the current sample size is relatively small, these features may not be very noticeable. Demo 3. Medication Schedule and Taking Medication. We can quickly log into the doctor's account, find Zhang San, and check his current medication status. If there is no record, we can create a new one. By searching with keywords, we can find the name of the medicine, then fill in the required dosage, select the time and frequency of administration, and add any notes or contraindications. Once created, we can see that the doctor's and now has a medication plan. At the same time, medication can be stopped and modified, and corresponding records will appear in the medication history and analysis. Log into Zhang San's account to see that there is one new medication record. Click to enter the medication plan page, and you will see a notification pop-up window. Since this feature has not been deployed to prove its feasibility, the trigger principle has been changed to displaying a notification when this page is opened. When we click Take or Skip, we will see that the medication compliance rate below changes accordingly. Once the medication plan for the day is completed, it will display Completed. Demo 4: Advice and Communication. The most straightforward way to communicate is to search for names and phone numbers to add them to your chat list. Here, Dr. Li added Zhang San to his chat list, sent him a message, and then went to Zhang San's account to view it. You can see the message and reply to it, and you can also send pictures and voice messages. Switching to Dr. Li's account will also allow you to receive messages. Select a patient, add a recommendation, select a tag, fill in the content, and confirm to send the recommendation. Then switch to the patient page to see the recommendation. The patient can contact the doctor through the recommendation, and the existing chat box will appear. Demo 5: Intelligent Alarm. The logic of the alarm system is as follows: if there are problems with the values in the last 3 days, feedback will be provided on significant fluctuations. If the values are decreasing but still relatively high, an alarm will be triggered and the specific values will be returned. If new patients are added, new reminders will also be issued for doctors to assess. In addition, alarm cards are automatically classified by level for easy viewing by doctors. Warning cards also have a jump function to help doctors quickly locate specific patients. There are categories for already handled and unhandled to provide doctors with a clear overview. Demo 6: Chinese-English Translation. In order to support multiple languages, we have set up a translation function that can translate approximately 90% of the content. We will continue to improve this function in the future. In addition, there are some features that are not yet available, but we will continue to improve them in the future. Market environment, target users, future. We have just introduced the main features and functions of our product. Now, let's take a step back and look at the broader context and market environment in which it operates. First, the prevalence of chronic illness is extremely high. Among adults aged 65 and above, 93% have at least one chronic condition, and 79% live with 2 or more. Second, the economic impact is enormous. In the United States, 90% of healthcare expenditures are related to chronic and mental health conditions. Meanwhile, the digital health industry is growing rapidly. The MILF market is projected to reach $158 billion by 2030. Together, these figures highlight that chronic disease management is not only a pressing health challenge, but also a rapidly expanding market opportunity. Based on the market landscape, our solutions are designed for 3 key segments: chronically ill patients, who need continuous monitoring and support for conditions such as hypertension and diabetes; seniors, who need intuitive, caregiver-friendly tools to manage multiple conditions; and healthcare teams, who benefit from remote monitoring, timely insights, and smart alerts. Together, these market segments create a powerful ecosystem. Currently, our platform provides vital signs monitoring, medication reminders, and communication functions. Future versions will add scheduling and community support functions, enhance risk warning capabilities, and gradually establish a complete chronic disease care ecosystem.